Let's try to have number 37, wherein we have to draw the magnetic field lines for two parallel wires carrying equal currents into the page. So for here, let's try to imagine this right hand, and then the wires will be pointing into the page. So for example, this is your wire and they are parallel. So if it is like pointing into the page, you have to make a symbol like this. And so if you try to draw the magnetic field, and by using your right hand rule, you'll notice that the magnetic field lines will gonna go in a clockwise direction. And if you draw another one, it will also go in a clockwise direction. And so these two vectors will gonna combine, and this is how it's gonna look like. So as these vectors combine, remember that the lines will be closer. Near the wire. And so as we draw it away from the wire, the lines aren't get closer. So we have wider spacing between these two wires. Wider spacing between the two magnetic fields. Okay, and that is the case for two parallel wires carrying current into the page. Now, how about for repeating it for the anti-parallel currents? So we have here the anti-parallel. So if you try to imagine anti-parallel, that would be this going up, and then the other one will gonna go down. And if that is anti-parallel, so for example, if you try to imagine one is into the page and the other one is out of the page, so that's how you represent it. And so what will gonna happen here is that this one, if you use your right hand rule, so if you try to use your right hand rule here, so for this case, so look at for this case. So imagine that this thumb will gonna go into the page, and so if that thumb will gonna go into the page, we're gonna have the same clockwise direction of the magnetic field. So we're gonna go like this. Then make it further. Now, how about if it is out of the page? The magnetic field we're gonna go like this. And that would be the drawing for the anti-parallel currents. Now, notice that in summary, when we have two parallel wire wherein the currents are parallel, two wire wherein they carry parallel currents, take note that the magnetic fields here combined, while for anti-parallel currents, just like here, they are anti-parallel. for the two current carrying wire, and then therefore what will gonna happen, they are, one is clockwise and the other one is counterclockwise, so the magnetic field is opposite in direction. So what will be the effect of this if the wire is a magnet? Now this one, the effect of these two wires will gonna attract each other, and then these two wires, it will gonna repel with each other. So again, when the two wires have parallel current, they will gonna have the same magnetic field, and then it will gonna attract. And then when the two wires have opposite or anti-parallel currents, the magnetic fields will have different direction. One is clockwise, the other one is clockwise, the other one is counterclockwise. And the effect of that, the two wires will gonna repel.